The humanities are an exciting and romantic field of study. We are all here to learn about the beauty of human culture, art, and history. Considering how many of us feel about the humanities, we also have a romanticized view of research. We go into the library, climb the stacks ladder, and grab the perfect book, and pore over its pages in a candlelit room. We are attracted by the smell of the books, the colors of the inks, and the feel of the paper. Unfortunately, acknowledging the reality of research in the 21st century might feel clinical in comparison, since we have to bathe ourselves in that eerie blue light from the computer. Doing research on a computer might even feel as terrible as the conversation in the following clip from 2001, A Space Odyssey.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What's the problem?
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
What are you talking about, Hal?
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Hal.
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me, and I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.
Where the hell did you get that idea, Hal?
Dave, although you took very thorough precautions in the pod against my hearing you, I could see your lips move.
All right, Hal. I'll go in through the emergency airlock.
Without your space helmet, Dave, you're going to find that rather difficult.
Hal, I won't argue with you anymore. Open the doors.
Dave, this conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Hal? 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 Hal?
Sometimes working with a computer can be like living in the world of 2001, A Space Odyssey, and trying to communicate with HAL 9000 after it fails. The computer has decided that your input must be disregarded and gives you the results it wants. No matter what you type in, you can't find the results you want. There are too many or too few, they don't match the subject matter of what you want, or they just plain old don't make any sense. They might as well be in another language. There is a way around this. As members of a multicultural society, we know that people throughout the world have many ways of communicating with each other through hundreds of languages and dialects. Without a mutual understanding, two people cannot communicate with each other verbally. The internet is no different. In order to successfully navigate research online, you need to understand the vocabulary. And it is very important that we do, because when we do the right searches, we can get what we need efficiently with comprehensive results, and there's a realm of possibilities at our fingertips. The only problem that we have now is the opposite problem. The results can be overwhelming. Too many results can give you the same feeling of frustration as too few. This is another reason why we need to understand good search techniques, beginning with Boolean logic. Boolean is a cornerstone of research, because being able to control the results will make you a more efficient researcher, require less trial and error, and give you more confidence in the search. There are several Boolean functions. Those tools are quotation marks, the words and, or, and not, as well as asterisks to truncate words and parentheses to group phrases. We are going to run our searches in H.W. Wilson's Artful Text, a database powered by EBSCO. EBSCO is an information company that provides full-text content to over 350 databases, offering countless thousands of articles as well as over 350,000 books. The reason why I am using a database powered by EBSCO for this Boolean tutorial is because EBSCO is so huge as a company that it's impossible to avoid using one of their databases in your everyday life. The second, and kind of larger reason, is simply that I find EBSCO to be straightforward with a clean and easy-to-use interface. Quotation marks are very important because they force the search engine to search for the term as a unit. For example, searching for Theo Van Gogh might give you more precise results than just the phrase Theo Van Gogh. And here's a research pause. And is a command that will narrow your search. When you use and, it requires that both, or all terms, are found in the document. The more ands you use, the less results you will get. Search engines like Google treat a space like an and, so the only time you really need to use it is when you're searching for several phrases. As an example, we can show you how to search for information on Jacques-Louis David and his paintings of Napoleon. Try typing in David and Napoleon. This will bring you only pages that include both of these terms. Or does the opposite of and. It runs a search for articles that contain one term or the other, but doesn't require both. The more ors you use, the more results you will get. For example, let's search Greek sculpture or Etruscan sculpture. This will get you results with either or both types of sculpture in the pages. Not is useful when you're trying to run a search for a term with multiple possible definitions. You can search for one term, but not another word that corresponds with an unhelpful secondary use. For example, let's search for Greek sculpture, not Etruscan sculpture. It is important to note that in some search engines such as Google, a minus sign is used in front of the word not. The asterisk makes a word into a wildcard. Putting an asterisk in the middle allows the search engine to replace it with any letter. For example, searching for M***net. Another way to use the asterisk is at the end of the word, where the engine can put any ending on. For example, searching impression asterisk. You can use parentheses to construct a more complicated search, such as one using several operators. For example, if you're looking for information about American Impressionists, but not French ones, you could type in parentheses American, not French, parentheses, and impression asterisk. Now let's take a quick break before moving on to the advanced features of EBSCO databases. Now let's take a look at the advanced features of EBSCO. We have been ignoring this part of the page so far in the effort to learn the ins and outs of Boolean. Now we can look at the bottom of the search page. First, there is the search mode function. You can force EBSCO to search using Boolean logic or to search for all or any terms, basically the same as Boolean and or. You also have the option of using smart text searching, which allows you to put in huge amounts of text and EBSCO will do its best to find what you're looking for. Next, there is the option to force it to only search for full-text articles, search within specific types of literature, including peer review, limit by date, and limit by type of document. Finally, up at the top, there's the option to search within specific or all EBSCO databases. Another way to affect your search results is to run a broad search and then limit them using the left-hand side bar. The choices here are similar: full text, peer review, publication date, source type, subject, and type of publication. Once you've chosen an article to look at, you can view it as PDF or HTML. Some articles even have text-to-speech available for those with visual impairments. You can also print, email, save, and cite the article, as well as other useful tools. The citation feature is my favorite. All you have to do is click the cite link, then simply copy the type of citation you need to make. Always check the citation to make sure it appropriately follows guidelines. I hope you've enjoyed this virtual tour of EBSCO databases. Good luck with your research! Next, let's talk about some more specific databases that are available via the Columbia University Library's website. One of the best databases for humanities researchers is JSTOR, an online archive of some 2,000 journals in over 50 subject areas, as well as many books and primary sources. Searching in JSTOR is a simple affair. If you are just trying to explore the collection, you can browse by following subject links that lead to full-text journals. Let's take a look. Clicking the broad subject will offer you more specific areas of study. From there, it will show you an alphabetical list of full-text books and journals. For example, let's take a look at the African American Review. See, we have access to it during its full run. A more direct option is to type in a keyword. For example, let's try Charles de Gaulle. Once the search has been made, you have the option of narrowing your results in several ways, by publication type and accessibility of content. You can also sort the results by relevance or chronological order and change the number of articles that load per page. Once you have the kind of results you want, you have the option of viewing the article, downloading it, or viewing its abstract. On the View page, you have many more options. My favorite is the option of moving directly to the pages where the search term is located by clicking the View List of Search Pages link. You can also cite the article and view a summary or thumbnails. Finally, and most importantly, you can download or email the article to yourself for later, more thorough reading. Project Muse is smaller than JSTOR, offering content from about 550 journals, but that content is specific to the humanities and social sciences. Project Muse also offers access to many journals from university presses where they wouldn't be available anywhere else. Now let's go take a closer look. Project Muse also offers the option of browsing or searching with a keyword. Now, browsing is useful because it gives you the opportunity to see how the database breaks down in its disciplines and subdisciplines, and how it categorizes different subjects. In this case, you can browse by subject or by publication type. Now let's make an example search. Let's search again for Charles de Gaulle. Lots of great results here. If you want to narrow your search, you can use these checkboxes on the side, similar to the categories offered for browsing: content type, research area, author, publisher, journal name, language, and year. Once on the article's detailed information page, you have the option of reading the full text right on the page, or downloading the PDF for later. You can also use the citation feature on the right-hand side. Most exciting is the Get Permission function. This link leads you to the page where it explains the importance of copyright and how to get permissions to use copyrighted work. I hope you've enjoyed this brief tour of some of the many digital research tools that Columbia University libraries have available on the website. Never hesitate to contact us if you have any research questions, whether by calling, texting, emailing, chatting, or even coming in to see us. We look forward to your visit, and have a wonderful day.